What to do? What to do? I thought it had already been done. What's the word, Joe? We do a little burn deck action. I will not be on here long. My boy had Icy had a tournament and they kept winning. So and Icy was doing it as well. Icy was going crazy. After, so we just got here late, got on here late. That's why I'll stream when I did, just in case. Um, just so we ain't mess the streak up, but still wanted to get on this thing. I know it looks like I'm telling a damn scary story, but we're just gonna sit here and look at some cards together. As you can see, I got my speech back a little bit, but I'm not gonna do a whole lot of talking. But I should be good to go for community day a little bit, and then we can start that spin the wheel back up a little bit. But I'm shutting up now. I haven't been on this laptop in months. Scoop, what up? I'm so glad I'm not sick, man. That shit was awful. I guess I'm still a little bit. That stuff was awful, dog. Oh, yeah, we back a little bit. We ain't crazy. We ain't all the way. But the worst part is over. Alright, y'all. Right when I win, I'm out of here. So hopefully I can get my. I'm in. They bumped me down to rookie. So hopefully I can get in here, get my little rookie win, and then go in up to Google. Go about my way, and then I'll see y'all for community day. Bye. Yeah, this my son tournament cooking. Scoop, ain't no new setup. I'm just streaming from my laptop, my burn deck. When I don't feel like or I can't get to my setup, my PlayStation 5, I just stream it on my computer. But I don't. It's not new. Oh, the graphics for this game is way better on laptop. The coin even look more defined and detailed. You ain't never seen my setup scoop? I thought you seen my burn day stream before. All right, I know I said when I win I'm done, but I think that's just I want it to be done quick. That's just a little too cheap for me. So I'll give y'all a little bit more than that. This is my first of your laptop streams. That's funny. I have not. I as you can see, I think I went to at least a month, but at least maybe 2 months without being on here. It's been a minute. I guess I can check the last time I logged in before this, but it's been a minute. I haven't even used. So yeah, like when I do my Steam games and stuff, like I play horror games and stuff with my son. Um, yeah, that would have been crazy if I stopped. What up, Super Dead? Super Dead been gone for a little minute, so I guess he hasn't seen it either. Yeah, like so what happened, what even made me make this account is that weird stuff was going on. Well, at first I thought Master Duel had locked me out of my account, but there was some fraudulent stuff. So yeah, that's what happened. Some fraudulent stuff happened on my like actual like bank account, and I had to do like chargebacks on all of my stuff, even the stuff that I had actual real payments for, like my PlayStation stuff. All of that stuff got reversed, and then I guess PlayStation was just like, "Oh, all right. Well, since you doing chargebacks, you need to, uh, you need to go ahead and give up your account." Like they tried to ban my PlayStation account, so I couldn't play Master Duel. And I told them what was going on. They're like, "All right, we're gonna reverse it, but it's gonna take days." And then I was like, "Oh, all right." So it took them some days. Well, it was gonna take them a day or two. So I'm like, I don't want to mess my streak up. And I got my gaming laptop, but I never used it for Master Duel, so I just made another account on here. Long story short, I didn't have to tell you that. Long story short, I didn't want to mess my streak up, so I made a deck on here, but I wanted this deck to be different than my competitive decks. So the only deck that I have on here is a burn deck. But yeah, they gave me my account back, and I was able to get back on PlayStation. But like, so if I got a show or something, like if I got a stand up show, and I'm not gonna make it back to the house in time, I usually carry this laptop with me, and that's when sometimes like if I'm at a show or if I know I'm just not gonna make it to the stream in time, then I just pop open my laptop and do it either at the show or yeah, whatever the case may be. So this is one of the times where I knew with my son's football tournament, I just wasn't going to be able to turn on my screen and all of that. So I just popped open the laptop. So yeah, it's been a minute because I'm usually able to get to my screen and sit down and set it up and stuff. But I'm cooked, man. I've been up since like 6 in the morning, and this tournament went from like 4 to 11. So they kept winning. I'm like, all right, I'm glad you're winning, but goddamn, I'm trying to go home. And they made it all the way to the championship. So I was like, fuck, all right, here we are. Rainbow, what up? I'm here. What did I miss? I'm playing on my burn deck, my alternative account. Alternate account. $100 tournament? Need that money, man. Need that money. I gotta get my grandpa back, man. Guys, 150 people. I gotta be up at 8. That's gonna be stupid. 150 people. Jesus. You'll be dueling all day. What Rainbow? What's up with that Shadowverse? I heard you saying that it was kind of popping over there. And what you think so far? Oh damn! Do I got value? So the only deck that I have on here is a burn deck. Oh yes, it's not bad. I like the people more than it. Rainbow got all the community, man. She locked in. It sounds like I'm being held hostage. I just listened to it. Listen to like the audio. I'm okay, guys. Nobody's making me play Master Duel against my will. I know it sounds like it, but I promise I'm good. 6 matches. Oh, that's not bad. I play way more than 6 during the stream, so. You should join. Yeah, I see. Oh, you say you put it in Discord. What's the is there an entry fee or just $100? Just that's just duel in a standard duel 30 times or where we at? Where we at? How much time we got on the stream so far? All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more. It's just $100 a week. Edison? That's a different type of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You said it's like '09, 2010. Oh, that's cool. Free entry for a hundo. That's actually cheap. Actually, actually, that's not a bad deal. Hmm. Super Dead, go in there with your jank that you say ain't good, but is actually pretty good. No hand trap your way into $100. Yeah, that's what I really saying. 22. Oh my god, I'm so tired. They got it all the way because this was like all of the top schools in the state, and they had other schools from other states there too. And my son's school made it all the way to they made it all the way to the championship game. Played their rivals, which is crazy that both of them ended up making it to the championship game, and then they lost by 1 point. My son's team lost by 1. I was like, bro, we just sat out here all night long, and y'all lost by 1 point on our last play. I ain't winning the tournament. I see a lot of good people in the bracket already. You know these people by name. Need to rest my wrist. Yeah, send me a link if I'm. What's the latest I can enter? Because I don't want to enter and not be able to play. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I just don't want to commit. I don't even know if I'm gonna be awake at 2 p.m. I'm like, nah, we gotta lift in the morning, so I'm gonna be awake. So yeah, it just depend on what we're doing. It just depends. Okay, good. Bad. Hmm? Ultra kill? I don't know what that is. What's that? Hold on, what? I dropped the ultra kill. Like, would this be the best pastime? I would, yeah, not time of day, but like time, just like in a general sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I just don't know what ultra kill is. So I can't really point you in the right direction. Um, but yeah, I think like anything in the morning, it's an indie FPS on PC with pretty good close on. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. If YouTube, if I learn anything from YouTube, is that well, two things. One, YouTube love consistency, but also two, YouTube is gonna try your soul. It is gonna put you through the ringer, and that ringer that it puts most people through, they stop it because they don't like YouTube wants to give you money, but at the same time they don't. So they gon' they gon' pump your head up, give you hella views, subscribers and stuff, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow, and then they gonna come right back and be like, all right, we never want to see you on this platform again because you're gonna have no subscribers for a little bit, nobody coming into your stuff. 2 likes, you went from 2,000 likes to 2 likes, and then that's gonna go for about a couple weeks. And you gonna hate it, and then they gonna come back and be like, "Nah, we just playing. We want you here," and then they'll give you back. So it's just like it's gonna go up and down, but you just kind of gotta ride the wave. If you just stay consistent, then you'll be fine. But you didn't ask that. You just said, "Should you do it regularly?" And yes, this is a good time. Just not a good time of day. This early in the morning is not a good time of day to post. But to get into it, yes. Then I would. Oh, lordy. Oh, man. Yeah, I probably should have waited. Ooh, lordy. Man. Look. What's up, Kyle? Kyle Whitefield. You got the name of like a NFL fullback. Just see your name get on the number like jersey 42, something like that. Kyle Whitefield, the block. There he is. Woo! See what I get. That's all I have. Take these broken wings. I've heard Arlen gets weirder when uploading shorts. Yeah, I would say if you pop in, I might pop in. Sure, you never know. I would say um oh students. I'm gonna step away from something quick. If I can just at least play this burn card, because I don't think there's enough on the field. Oh, I can't even play it? Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. Alright, I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. But yes, with shorts it gets weird. I can explain it in a second. I'll be right back. So I'm grabbing some water. Oh, shit. Hey, shit. Oh. Woo! Brain off talk to chat is hilarious. Is audio? I feel like one of these had to go. Both of these already on? I don't know. Everybody's took notice. Hold on, make sure that you guys can hear me. Oh yeah. What's the mic coming from? Oh yeah. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. I don't really be on this one is this one. Um, appreciate you, Gatati. Just so you know, I don't usually sit here and tell ghost stories like this, but I'm using my burn deck on my laptop. So uh, yes, let me at least hold on. Just since Scoop asked information, I want to help you and give you some information. But let me get my mic at least so it can sound better. I don't have nothing crazy on here. I don't care. Mike should be able. There we go. This should sound a lot better. Oh yeah, it sounds better, but it still feel like it got that weird echo. Let's do this. Maybe that's a sweet spot. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. Put some of that Fiend Smith in there. Oh, so Scoop, you were saying that shorts makes it weirder. Yeah. So this is not as I'm doing, but as I will do soon, as in this upcoming week. But so with me, now that I'm YouTube partner, I get a lot of help. Not a lot of help. Let me exaggerate. Let me not say that I don't get much help at all. But if I do have, they like assign you like a YouTube person, and then you can like ask them questions. So that person, I guess it's helpful. But my main source of information with YouTube is my homie that's super popular on YouTube. He got like 2 million subscribers. So he gives me a lot of info. But from experience and from what he told me and from what also, oh wow, my YouTube person has told me is that's just like the perfect card. I guess it's still gonna get swept though, huh?
My bad to leave you on a cliffhanger like that. Let me just pick this card real quick. It's a card that it's in my graveyard. Oh yeah, this one. All right, boom. So, uh, best thing to do I suggest at least one short a day and one long form video a week is the formula that they recommend to get you the most consistency with the most exposure, because the shorts, how YouTube explains it, the shorts, you necessarily won't make money off the shorts. The shorts are what brings subscribers to your page, and then the long form is what makes you money. Because that's where the ads and stuff come in and blah blah blah. Um, so if you're able to do a shorter day and then drop some long form content, so I think honestly, if I don't know, if you're saying it's an FPS and an ultra kill is usually when you wipe the whole team. From my experience playing FPS, it's usually like when you team wipe or something similar to that effect. So if you can do it more than once and you can make multiple clips of it, I would say post a short of one of the kills and then drop those every day. If you can do 7 ultra kills, then do it like that, and then every day is an ultra kill. I gotta stop saying, probably gotta stop saying unalived so much on my thing. I don't want to get popped, but if you do that, then at the end of the week, or it even have to be the end of the week, at one point in the week you do a compilation, which is all your ultra unalives for the week, and then that can be like a 5 minute, 6 minute video. I would say at least 7 minutes, at least 7 to 8 minutes, if not longer, and then you'll be good. You will be good, unless you want to do a video that's not your ultra unalives, and then it's just like, oh, this is how I feel about the game, or this is the strongest gun in the game, or this is the strongest character in the game, and you can do that. So for me, I'm talking a lot for somebody that shouldn't be talking right now, but if anybody, I love helping people with stuff if I got the information. I think gatekeeping is weird. A lot of people with social media or streaming or any type of content creation, they get all weird when people ask them questions, and that shit's whack. Um, but what was I saying? And then I do have to shut up. Um, for me, my shorts, I'm about to put out shorts where I'm basically explaining Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like one card every day. And then my long form would be either a duel that I had, or the tier list, or what I'm doing with the spin the wheel stuff. But I'll be doing that once a week, and then I'll be dropping a short uh, once a day. And that'll be my formula. When I did it, it did work well, and then my boy been doing it for Lord knows how long. So yeah, shorts. CEO in the building. That's funny. Um, you know, somewhere they have Baron on the floor. You're gonna see a ball on the floor. That's hilarious. I forgot that was her name. She should, if she plays this right, he or she should be able to beat me. Um, Actually, very compatible for short since I'm just clipping cool, solid combos. Yeah, so I would say if that works for the short stuff, then just compile all of those videos together and make one long video, and that can be your long form video for the week. I wouldn't put a whole bunch of thought into it, and also not a whole bunch of editing. You ain't got to go super crazy with the editing. Um, and then just put the right hashtags. They try to act like hashtags don't matter. I don't believe that. Make sure you hashtag shorts. Every short that you put out, you gotta put hashtag shorts. Hashtag shorts, hashtag whatever the name of the game is, and maybe one more hashtag. Like, you ain't gotta go crazy. But if you don't put nothing else, put hashtag shorts and hashtag whatever the game is, and then you're good. I wouldn't put a whole bunch of thought into it, and also not a whole bunch of... Man, what my sound at for the game? They say desktop audio. I don't know about this. So this don't even really matter. What the fuck is this? Yeah. So this oh, this is this all is it raining yet? This all is oh my bad. Just because it's playing. This is all insanely helpful. Yeah, man. If you have any questions at all, man, just DM me on Discord. I'll be more than happy to help. I never seen Dragoon in a white forest. Paperclip statement? What does that mean? should have thought about that. I could have hit that other car with it. Okay, turn. No, I can't do that. I want to hit him with the chain strike, but I need all cards that can be chained. But that should be enough. Scoop, I saw you. I'm gonna watch you in a second. You just see something. I should be able to learn it here. Oh yeah, it's over with. Game time. Chat, you know, that's the question person for some reason. Ask them about their favorite cereal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know what that tells you about me, but whatever the stereotype is for it, I'll take it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Frosted Flakes. Apple Jacks. Top 3. Cinnamon Toast Crunch people are goated. Hey man, that's what I like to hear. Good taste. David, what's up, man? I'm over here telling spooky burn deck stories. I don't want to sound like that guy. I really feel like a podcaster holding a mic like this. Or I guess a stand-up comedian. But I do feel like a lot of entry-level players play Dragoon because I couldn't tell you, since I've been in Master and Diamond, I couldn't tell you how many Dragoons I've seen. Not a lot. I haven't seen a lot of Dragoons, but I do see like Platinum mid, like I would say Platinum 3, 4 down. They live and die by Dragoon, but you don't see him a lot up there with the big boys. Maybe that's just me, but you're just a goated person. Hey, I'll take that. I would take that, especially coming from a fellow goat. It's all right. It's a very, very long day. As people, if you If you ever in your life tell me oatmeal, we're fighting. We have to fight. We have to fight because who hurt you? You didn't. That's very seldom. I feel like you do grow out of cereals. You grow out of cereals, but I would say very seldom does a cereal you love don't resonate with you as a child. Cause I won't lie. Pops was one of my favorite cereals growing up. But then as I got older, I got into Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like late teens, early 20s in college. That's when I got into Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I was late to the bandwagon, but you have a forever fan now that I'm on it. Um, I say all that to say I can't see nobody that had a decent childhood saying oatmeal is their favorite cereal. You had to. I can't even associate that with being broke because we didn't have a lot of money growing up. But I just feel like you just had to have a rough life. You had to have a rough life for oatmeal to be your favorite. You had to live. You had to live. Your life had to be crazy. Honey Nut Cheerios. There's nothing wrong with that. Dion, what's up, man? Chill metal musician. I feel like that's an oxymoron, but we'll go with it. Like oatmeal is insane. The fact that you went straight to hot cereal is crazy. You didn't even say like cinnamon toast crunch, frosted flakes, apple jacks, pops, and if they don't have that, then I'll take some oatmeal. If you don't have anything else, then I'll take some oatmeal. Straight out the gate with oatmeal is insane. Money, I know money is an issue, but even with government assistance, EBT, all of that stuff, you can still get whatever cereal you want. Like all the cereals, from my understanding, like we was broke, but we wasn't on EBT, thankfully. But I'm glad that there are government things, programs in order for people to get those things. And I think it's cool that even fast food restaurants, some of them like Jack in the Box, I think they take EBT. So, but that's another conversation. Even so, I'm saying even the brokest are broke, you should still be able to get a box of cereal. Now, that's why I say your childhood had to be rough because that means even in your brokenness, your parents still said, "F this, we getting oatmeal." Because I get it, oatmeal stretches, but I feel like you should still be able to treat your kids to even some off-brand cereal. So I feel like if oatmeal is your favorite cereal, you have been conditioned. You have been conditioned. You have been conditioned. That's not really your favorite cereal. You have been conditioned by your life, by your childhood and your adulthood. Maybe you're not in a good space to get cereals as an adult. Whatever the case may be, you're conditioning yourself to like oatmeal and say that it's your favorite. And now when somebody asks you if that's your favorite cereal, then it's just a trauma response. If oatmeal is your saying oatmeal is your favorite cereal is definitely a trauma response. And I'm sorry and you need a hug and cornflakes no sugar is right behind it. Like they're neck and neck. No, no. Oatmeal, cream of wheat, flakes with no sugar. That's the top three right there. Fat hurricane. That's the top three. Oatmeal, cream of wheat, flakes with no sugar. You're sick. You're sick. I don't want to do anything with you. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to party with you. I don't want to chill and listen to metal music with you. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh with you. I haven't surrendered a single duel in my life. But if the person I'm playing at some point in the duel says I eat oatmeal, cream of wheat, and flakes with no sugar, I'm surrendering because I'm not gonna make it out of that duel. I play White Forest. Well, let me backtrack, and I'm gonna bring this up. I know people that have been with me for a while have been like, "Man, Ice, you've been bringing up." I even feel it like I bring up me making it to Masters a lot, but I just need people to know that like when you see me doing silly shit, that I paid my dues. I don't even want it to be like, yeah, I'm a higher level ranked duelist. Respect me. I just want y'all to know when I'm playing these silly decks that I've given my blood to the altar. Okay, the altar of Master Duel. I've paid my price. I played this game at the highest level with the doggest of dogs, and I bled, and I will never bleed like that again. That's the only reason I bring that up. When I got to Masters, I had White Forest, Fiendsmith, Azamina. That was the deck that I played. I made it to there with a tier two competitive deck. Um, but yeah, but now I'm playing. I spin the wheel, and then once I spin the wheel, whatever the archetype that it lands on, I pick three archetypes, and then I let the chat pick vote on one of those three archetypes. So far, I just started this last week, and so far I did Numerian and S Force. Numerian was actually pretty cool. S Force was awful. It was awful, but I was actually excited because a guy by the name of Super Dead plays S Force, and he kicked my ass with the deck. And I had meta, and he had pure S Force, and it smoked me. So I was excited um, to use it, but it was awful. It was awful. But oh, my bad. Back to what you were saying, Scoop. I forgot the question. I think you asked me how has streaming helped. Streaming has been good. Streaming has been really good to me. Streaming is consistency. 180 days that we're about to go on. Um, it has been good. It has. I posted a ton of videos back in the day. I posted a lot of long form videos back in the day, and I never got monetized from it. But streaming, in my opinion, take it down. I can't. That's all I can say. In my opinion, streaming is the easiest way to get monetized and make it to your 4,000 watch hours. And it's easier to track because right after your stream, it immediately tells you how many watch hours you have. But I've been monetized for a little under a month now, and I've made $30, I think. But I think with me posting on one long form a week, if not more, and then shorts every day, I do feel like that's gonna help me. That's gonna help me a lot more. But yeah, streaming has definitely helped. If you want to get to that, if you want to get to your hours quicker, your watch hours, because you gotta get 4,000 watch hours, which is awful. That's awful. YouTube really make you earn it. Um, Streaming will be the quickest way. Quickest way. Dion preaching to the choir here. Fellow player, I played Ray Raptor, Esamorg, or rather, before I got hit with Ash. It's not that awful. Yeah, I was hurt, man. I mean, I'm technically not done with it. I might give it another shot on Monday or maybe even tomorrow for Community Day. But yeah, it was rough. K-pop Hunter mentioned. I know some K-pop groups. Let me see. Let me see if I can name three. If I can't name three, then I gotta get into that tournament tomorrow without no questions. Okay, let's see. Uh oh no. Oh no, what's their name? What's the huge one name? Oh no. Oh no. What is their name? Something five. The sweet like sugar guys. If I don't get this one, then I don't have a chance. No, that's I was about to say Maroon 5. Oh no. Let me skip them. Uh, Blackpink. That's one, right? Blackpink is one, right? Um. Okay. Okay. What's the one with the rosy girl? Where is she from? What's the, oh no, they not K-pop. That was about to be mad racist. But I like those girls too. The ones that make Tokyo Calling, Tokyo Calling. They shit is tight. I like them. But then that's not K-pop. I don't know what you call that. And um. Okay, Blackpink is one. Okay, boom. Oh my God, they are the most searched thing on YouTube. It's something with the number. Then one of the dudes um had to go to not war, but had to go to he had to go to he didn't have to go to war, but he had to join the military or something. Oh my God, this is gonna bother me. What you say, Dave? Oh, he's not talking about that. It's something like a I don't know, something with a five. I can show you on mine. I serve it works pretty good. Right, Dave. I can't finish the combo before blue rated in the gate, so I try to. I've never heard of smorg. I don't know what smorg is. It's something like a. It's something with a. It's something with a B or something. I don't know. I cause it only reason I know this B5 B no B5 is like a R&B group from back in the day. B it's either a number or it's a B in a number. It's something super short. BTS. God damn it. That's what it is. Okay, BTS is two. Um, I did not know that. That is hilarious. Yeah. Oh yeah. See. Yeah. See. That's what it was. Behind. Yeah. Okay. Boom. 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 Okay. Third one. I saw one the other day, and it was a. It was a. I did see one that was a number, but they don't. They don't. They don't have it as the number. They spell it out. I don't know why I put myself in these predicaments. I'd be so confident. I'd be so confident. I do this shit in real life. I'd be like, oh, I can do this. And even if I end up doing it, I'd be damn near killing myself trying to do it. It's a number. Oh my God. I know CJ is gonna kill me because she know all of those damn K-pop groups. She like one of the main reasons. I honestly only know that Blackpink people because she had it, and the only reason I know the Rosie girl is because she got a big ass billboard in L.A. And I think I asked either CJ asked somebody. I was like, why does she have? Who is this lady? And why does she have this big ass billboard in the middle of LA? And then they were like, oh, she's in a K-pop group, but she went solo. I think all of them ended up doing their own solo thing. But it's a number. It's a big ass. It's they 17. Boom, boom, 17. But they spell it out. Boom, boom, boom. Blackpink, BTS 17. There we go. Is that right? I hope it's 17. Oh wow! Look at that, K-pop. That's it. Nah, I don't know none of their songs. I don't know none of their songs. Don't even get me. That's gonna get me super canceled. Um, if I try to sing one of their songs, I recommend Stray Kids. All right, I need a nice little K-pop. I like. I mean, I like. I miss R&B groups and rap groups with choreography, which I know that's what a lot of K-pop groups model themselves off of old R&B groups and stuff like that. Which it died out, and they brought it back, and K-pop groups are killing it, and I don't have no issue with it. It's just R&B groups better get their shit together. Um, but I like that's my biggest draw of K-pop groups because I loved all of the bands back then. The choreography, the cheesiness, the lights, the glam, all that stuff was dope. I always liked that as a kid. So to see it coming back like this, um, is cool. I like it. I just would want. I know one of those groups has a black girl in it. I just would love to see black people come back and do it too. But K-pop, I don't like all the stuff that they got to go through. I think that's kind of trash. Um, because that's what was synonymous with all of those um, R&B groups back in the day, and the rap groups too. Is that they were treated very poorly, and there was a lot of sketchy stuff happening behind the scenes, um, and it looks like that's kind of where some of the K-pop stuff is at, which is whack. But I know that they go through a lot. Um, I just hope that they get a break when they want it and that they are well compensated. But yeah, those people are K-pop groups are dope, but it's a girly group. My favorite group is Twice though. That's the name of it, Twice though. Black Openings, Black Opening, Black Clover. Black Clover needs to come back. It broke my heart. Black Clover needs to come back. Um, Blackpink is more popular outside of K-pop fandoms. Yeah, I mean that's how I was able to. That's how I was able to get it. Actually, cool because they write their own music, so they make all the money. That's great. They don't have a machine. You know what? I wouldn't. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I don't think that that's true. Um, but yeah, Scoop. If you had anything, post shorts every day. And I would say since uh, you don't want to get super far ahead, but just to keep you from not being fatigued and to give yourself some leeway, I wouldn't try to post anything tomorrow. I would get at least a week's worth of shorts, if not more. At least a week. You don't want to go crazy far ahead because then you stop being relevant and some of your stuff might end up dated and you just be all like, you posting a video in September, be like, or in November, and you like, man, you sweating in the video like it show is hot outside, and it's like, where do you live? Idaho, and it's just like, what is? I thought it's cold right now. You saying it's sweating? Oh yeah, because I shot this during the 4th of July, and it's like, damn, bro. So you don't want to be have your content so far ahead that you might miss out on topics or jokes that you can. Well, I mean, you're not talking for real on your stuff, but I know I don't recommend getting way ahead of your content. Just so there can be some relevance, even if there's even a sound bite that you want to use or something. But I would say at least get a week. Like get a week of shorts. Get 7 or 8 shorts. Schedule them. So what's today? The 28th. So if today's the 28th, I would schedule something for like uh or the 29th now. I would schedule something for like maybe Wednesday or Thursday. However quickly it take you to make it. If you're able to make all of them on the 29th today, dope. And then schedule them from the 30th on, that's cool. But at least have, because you never want to be in a space, because that's going to make you hate it. You never want to be in a space where you're posting the same day that you're creating. Sometimes that might happen, but that's just an awful space to be in when you're like the minute you make the short, you got to edit it and post it. That's awful. I would say at least have a day, if not a couple days, if not a week. Like that'd be that like that's ideal. So and also too, I'm not saying this to insult you, but like nobody knows you yet. So like ain't nobody looking for you to make something tomorrow. So, get your content together, build a little reservoir and then schedule it, post it, and then schedule your long form, drop that, and then that'll give you at least a week to breathe, and you're not putting out content because when you're making content, when you're posting content the same day that you're making it, you can it kind of messes up the quality. BTS is good at right now. Most music people don't write. Yeah, that's true. I'm fun fix a 10 for me again. Still feeling like Ed Sheeran writes a lot of people music and songs every. Yeah, I mean that's what happened with Happy with Pharrell. He wrote it for CeeLo Green. I mean, it's a gazillion songs. It's a gazillion songs. They're like, man, I wrote this for somebody else and they didn't want it. Shape of You, I'm sure. Ed Sheeran is just like, and I understand it a little bit more, well, a lot more with singers than with rappers. With rappers, I'd be like, bro, why'd you write that for somebody? You could have wrote that for yourself because you're rapping. But for singers, I get it because like some writers can't sing as well as other people, and some stuff just don't sound right. And some dudes write songs for women, so it's just like you know Neo saying to the left, everything you want in the box to the left. Like a dude singing that song, it's like, all right, bro, come on, man. Please don't touch. Like that's wild. Having bald headed Neo trying to sing "Irreplaceable" is insane. So I get it. Like for gender stuff. Um, oh, Lily Q, what's up? Hey, Ice, you got a Discord? Yes, I do. Yes, 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 yes. We have a great community of main characters, and we have a good time. We need Z-Arc support. All right. I don't even know what Z-Arc is. Let me invite you. Copied. Metal. I'm not naming some. I know metal. Metal is easy. I can definitely name three metal groups. I mean, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Black Sabbath. Like that's not hard. But I like War Pigs. War Pigs is a great song. War Pigs was a great song. I have a confession to make. I kind of like Beyonce when I was younger. That's fine. I have no. I have a Beyonce shirt that I wear proudly because she looks amazing in the shirt. I'm just say that first and foremost. But two, I wasn't gonna go to the tour, but I wanted to. That was my contribution was buying the tour tee. But no, there's nothing wrong with liking Beyonce. I think we're in a world now where this is really making me feel like I'm on a podcast. That's probably why I'm talking so much and I shouldn't be talking. Um, Make sure to thank Beyonce if you get an award. Shout out to Beyonce. Um, yeah, I don't have no. I think we're in a world where everybody like it's cool to not like stuff that's popular. And if you just if something is popular and you just happen to not like it because it doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But if the sole purpose that you don't like something is that because everybody else likes it, I feel like that's whack. Like I don't hate Fire King because I mean not Fire King Snake Eyes because everybody like it. I don't like Snake Eyes because it has kicked a fucking hole into my head, and I just have a disdain. Same with Tempai. Like I don't like Tempai because it's popular. I don't like Tempai because it's bullshit. Like that's that's the thing too. Like I just don't I don't like I can't play any either one of those decks just because the PTSD that it's given me from the L's that I have taken. Even with Kashira, like I hate Kashira. Like I can't play those because I hate it too much. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, okay, yeah. I just hate it. Both all of that is trash, and I think people like this deck is not like when I say that shit is trash. I don't mean it's trash as in like it's not good. Clearly, Snake Eyes is the strongest thing out. It's trash because it's two things that can make something trash. It can be from the Snake Eyes where it's just so unbeatable, but it's trash because you're just not playing the game, or like Exodia where it's just so easy. Like as a Yugi boomer, it's just so easy. It's so freaking easy. A caveman can do it. Like a caveman can literally play with Exodia and be fine. Like that's annoying. Like it doesn't take skill. Like I'm over here skill because I guess there were some not really no respect, but I guess I would put Snake Eyes over Exodia just because it take you got to have some knowledge to get all of the Snake Eye combos down. There's a lot to keep up with Poplar and Oak and then whatever the hell the other one's called and Flame Bridge Berg and and Promethean and then the girl the 1800 card and all like it's a lot to keep up with. So there is an understanding there. Like with me with White Forest, I feel like I'm actually comboing and I'm actually doing something. I'm actually playing the game and interacting. And I gotta, some situations call for Resilia. Some situation call for Severa because I can flip down and do the double piercing, or I can send the tails and then get it back, and I can do LZ, or sometimes I got to do UR LZ. Sometimes I got to do SR LZ. Like there are intricacies within White Forest as a Mina that's like I have to be a certain skill level even to pull this off, and even for this deck to be competitive. And I got to be able to get around Sylvie getting ashed or imperm. I got to work my way around that. So like there's a skill level there, but just dropping fucking Ankh, bringing out Exodia, and then Exodia obliterate, bro. That's bullshit. You that takes no freaking skill. Like a Sword Soul player is better at the game than you. I gotta drop two cards, bro. Get out of here. Exodia can eat some Vienna sausages. Um, Crazy online music taste. I've been online so much where my music taste has deviated so much from standard music. Yeah, I get that. You just people get to posting, you get to talking to people, and people get to listen to certain stuff. If anybody wants a crazy trash metal album, I got a recommendation. Shoot the album. Say that's out of spite. I hate SC out of spite because it's annoying. It's annoying. Say thrash metal, and it's still not there. Petrodronic Apocalypse. That sounds awful. From King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. I think the only metal that I listen to consistently is Black Sabbath. I don't think I play anything else, and you should see the looks on people's faces when I play Black Sabbath in the car. Cause it's not even this because my homies and stuff are black. I mean, but it's more so of like I don't play that music. I don't listen to that type of music. But something about War Pigs though. Something about War Pigs. Something about Paranoia. And it's another one that I like to listen to. But some of those Black Sabbath songs be hitting, man. Ozzy was on. Hey man, he was eating bats and giving his soul to the devil, but some of that shit be hitting. But you should see my friends' faces when I play it. They be like, "Is this like is this from a video game or something? Like a movie soundtrack? Like, they be like, it gotta come from something. You're not just queuing up freaking Black Sabbath for fun. Like, you had to hear this on something and you're getting inspiration. Like, you working on a joke? Like, my friends always got questions when I'm listening to Black Sabbath. Um, by the way, Tournaments Tomorrow is using the new band list, so Oak is fuck. Oh, Oak is totally banned. I thought it got dropped to one, but it's banned all completely. Okay. Snake Eyes like a business combo deck. My first combo deck down. Heck, you almost want to lose. Double take. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. The flip down card. The double attack damage. Or maybe we talking about somebody else. No, Illa Silver. That's the fusion card, right? That's why I enjoy Fire King. Because sometimes you send your next to graveyard and carrying over. Yeah, see, but that takes skill. Actually, most no skill pseudo FT deck combo deck. I'm making Galaxy Odds Horrors. Galaxy Odds is rough, but if you can ash that 3,000 card, then you're okay. Tachyon Horse is awful. Um, if I play any kind of rock, I get side eyes from my family. That's funny. I think old people or family, like family. I don't know what's the age range of your family, but I feel like people people just don't like loud shit and just rock, and especially metal or like heavy metal. That shit just is so like I can't. It's so loud. It's so much going on. Yeah, my family's like 35 plus. They're not trying to hear that shit. 35 plus. You shut. Put on some jazz. Put on some oldies. Where's the Earth, Wind, and Fire? I'm not trying to hear that shit at 35 plus. I'm 3 years removed from being 35. So like, yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. Put that. God, you still get side eyes? Well, I don't know. What did your family listen to then? Put on something slow. Who cares about people's looks? Bang that metal. It's not like people are already judgmental. Anyway, that's true. That's true. That's why, like, when my friends are getting on me about it, I just keep playing it. Not in spite, but just because, like, this is actually what I want to listen to. Like I'm not gonna like if if I'm just gonna keep using War Pigs as an example. Like, if War Pigs is in the queue, I'm gonna just let it rock. Unless I got a young lady in the car, then you can't scare the ladies. You can't sit there and be like sorcerers of God's destruction, of the devils, of what do you say? Sorcerers of hell's destruction. Like, I can't be there. I'm scaring the ladies. I can't scare the ladies. Now that's the time where I will curate music if I have, like, if I'm on that type of time and I'm trying to set the mood for if I want the night to end well. You can't have fuck. At least the women I talk to. I can't speak for all women, but the women that I associate myself with and like to have good nights with, they're not. Black Sabbath is drying the coochie up, okay, and I'm not trying to dry them up. So, um, yeah. Now punk rock, depending on the lady, I can get some punk rock off. I can get some punk rock off with the ladies, depending on the lady. I can some dance get them going. Little Fallout Boy, little Green Day, will get them going. Little Panic at the Disco. Panic. I didn't drop some panties off of Panic. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I can get some off of that, but play that classical music. Yeah, I play. I think I talked about this before. There was a period of time where I played classical music and I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but I wanted to make myself smarter. because they said that like people that listen to classical music X amount of times a week, X amount of hours a week, have better memory and end up being smarter just by listening to it. So there was like a month where I just wanted to be like even smarter and remember stuff, like remember my jokes and stuff. And I just listened to so much classical, and it was awful. It was cool, but when you like when you're not organically coming to music, I feel like you're not gonna enjoy it as much. Like it felt like a chore where I was like, I'm literally just listening to this so I can have better memory, and it felt like a chore and not like I actually like the metal that I listen to, the rock that I listen to, the house music or alternative music that I listen to because I kind of organically got to it either from hearing it on something, a video game, a movie. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Like it's this new house song that I've been bumping, and it's because I found it. It was on a Domino's commercial. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's like a Domino's commercial where the dude is on the phone and it's like pixelated. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll take boneless wings," and then it's like a bear. It's like a little bear and a black boy. It's a black family, but it's a bear and a black dude, and they like start dancing, and then like the Domino's dude pulls up and he's like spinning the box around, and it's just like a house song playing. But it's one of my new favorite house songs because that commercial is immaculate first and foremost. But two, it's just a really good song. But yeah, if I come into music like that, then I feel like I like it a lot better than like being forced. Anyone here that I do not listen to Phil Collins. Only real Phil Collins I know is because of Eminem. I bind with my 50 plus photos over the offspring. Hilarious. People who listen to classical and listen to metal are the same people. That makes sense. A lot of that instrumentation is in the same. And then when classical music get going, not saying that it's on the same level of metal, but it's like boom, like it's a lot. Like when classical get going and those cymbals get to crashing, that shit is like if you're not able to handle it, you might. Sometimes I had to turn the shit. I'm like, damn, cymbals. Welcome to the party. So yeah, I feel that. I feel that's not too far off. It definitely hits different as a former music student. Yeah, because I feel like you see sounds a little bit different as a music student. Might I point out the boss theme for Jet off FX is a rock theme? Oh yeah, it is. That's one. A lot of classical music is super gatekeeper sadly. Really? For what? Because I don't know where year Bach died. Fuck you and Bach. Um, Classic gets a lot of build up and then drops. Yeah, they I can find Jet Boss music. If yeah, send it my way. I like it when people send me stuff too. Um, mm, 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 mm. Um, that's why I'm so glad that I'm playing the spin deck now because I can just talk shit to y'all and I don't have to worry about the game. I mean, I still have to worry because I gotta learn whatever new combo it is, but not playing competitively has just lifted such a huge boulder off my back, and I couldn't be happier. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend Brahms. Um, Too classical to be honest. Study the music and get so complex for no reason. Yeah, I don't like. Not that I don't like, but it's funny when people get complex just to get complex, and there's really no other reason for it. Shout out to Final Fantasy. Never got into the game, but Cloud got that swag. Cloud got that swag. Mozart. When were those guys around? Mozart and Bach and them, were they what, like, what was they, like 1700s? 1800s? I feel like they was jamming during independence since that day is coming up. Was it 1776? I feel like they was around doing yeah 1700s. Okay, bet you sent it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew they feel it. Just feel like some Independence Day shit. It just feel like some shit that people be playing on the way to the war. Like you're not conducting music like that, and you're clean. That's just like that's some filthy man with the powdered wig music. You're not making that type of music in the 1900s. Not off the dome. That's definitely some we need. This is my expression because Europe has me under their thumb. That's definitely some corset music. My wife just cussed me out because her corset was too tight, so I'm gonna get back at her with these cymbal crashes. My favorite jazz band is Big Band. Wow, I haven't heard them in so long. I feel like they're one of the most palatable. Excuse me. Uh, like like palatable. Excuse me. Bands. Um, I don't. I don't even want to. Queen for what? Queen's not jazz. Queen. Oh, just I like Queen. Queen is cool. Um, yeah. Shout out to Queen. Uh, I don't even not to be that guy, but I just feel like there's like I can't even really say. I guess Big Band is jazz. Yeah. Yeah, I like Queen. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to don't tell me his name. Freddie Mercury. Gone too soon. 1800 came up with him but couldn't come. How people in the 1800s came up with classical music, but couldn't come up with good hygiene. I don't know, man. That's the they made it. They said, man, if that symbol clash, I don't know why I keep going back to symbols clashing. If that symbol clash don't make my rotten teeth fall out, then I don't want it. That was the standard. At the end of your composition, all my two front rotten teeth got to be gone. If your shit wasn't banging hard enough for my rotten teeth to fall out, I don't want it. To be on crazy or abused as kids, I am not surprised by that at all. They have so many classes. Rainbow, have you heard of Rebirth Grassman? I don't think I have. I saw them. That's a bizarre question. New Orleans jazz is good. I mean, I'm always gonna be a big Charlie Parker fan. Dizzy Gillespie, of course. I mean, Louis, BB, John. I mean, those are greats. But even people like Ronnie Jordan, I love Ronnie Jordan. Jordan is probably my favorite. He makes the. I say yeah, my favorite jazz artist would probably be Ronnie Jordan. Next to Coltrane, I say Coltrane first. Ronnie Jordan, who is current, like Ronnie Jordan is in the '90s, huge '90s. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with Kenny G, man. I know Kenny G is probably one of the most familiar faces in jazz. I can't get mad at Kenny. Um, Jazz masters are great. Even now, Robert Glasper is really good. Kamasi Washington is really good. I like Kamasi a lot, actually. Keep that horn on me, that Kamasi. Um, the epic that he dropped, I think one track, 30 minutes. That was great. He dropped that in what 2016. That was awesome. So Kamasi been dope for at least a decade now. I've been listening to him. Um, I don't know if I said the Jazz Masters. Jazz Masters are really great. Um, I can't even think. I'm blanking on jazz. 1500 or nothing. They're great. I know they're music rap producers, but they make really good jazz stuff. Even Masego, somebody like Masego is really good at that. I love jazz. Like Beethoven would build if he didn't drop. Damn, that's crazy. Oh yeah, Chick Corea, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, all of them, all of those. What was that? 50s, 50s, 60s, 70s. All of those guys. I mean, like literally, like John Coltrane was so dope. Like he was a heroin addict, and like kind of the same thing people did with Jimmy. They like so many jazz musicians became drug addicts because they thought that being a drug addict was gonna make them a better jazz player. And it was like, no. John Coltrane was just amazing. Jimi Hendrix was just amazing. You're not gonna be able to be that level of guitarist by being on acid. Now you're just a junkie that plays instruments. like you like that's so funny that like people did that. Like he like you don't want to say that. You don't want to look at like like be like, oh, all of these people became drug addicts because of me. But like he was so good. He was just a phenomenal jazz player that did drugs. And I think people couldn't fathom how good he was because he was doing things that people couldn't they just couldn't believe it. So they had to have something, and it was like, oh, it's the heroin. So if I do heroin, I can be as good as him. And then they did heroin, and they was still not good as him. But now you're addicted to heroin, and you're not as good as John Coltrane. That's insane. That makes so much sense. Oh, I never knew the history. Yeah, John is a bad boy, man. My favorite of his is John Stepson. My favorite. Yeah, these are my favorite. Like, that dude's a different kind of blue. Like, all of the stuff that he did was great. And the same thing, I know he not jazz, but like, with Jimmy. Jimmy had a headband full of acid. People's like, oh, he's only able to play those chords or use get those fingers like that because um, he's on acid. It's like no, no, no. You go get on acid and try that. You still garbage. So yeah, I think that's. I mean, all of those guys were doing that back then. Heroin was so huge back then. I mean, they're not doing jazz and they're not doing the blues just because they love music. Like they was going through it. Rhythm and blues, like they were going through it, and they had like all of the racism and stuff that they were seeing during that time. They were going through it, and that was one of their ways out. I mean, Ray Charles, such another great musician that was that had and which is crazy. Being blind and being addicted to heroin got to be wild. But again, one of the greatest musicians of our time, and yeah, now you just a jazz player who shake it from withdrawals and your body is becoming zombified. Yeah, don't do drugs, y'all. Yeah, I don't, and I mean, yeah, I think that you still have to do like that's why there is some level of respect for some athletes in sports. Like Barry Bonds is like Everybody in the 90s and the early 2000s was juicing. Everybody was on steroids. Everybody was just out there with big biceps and big areolas. Like that was just the 90s. Was just backwards hats, cut off sleeves, and man titties. Like that's just muscular man titties. Like that was baseball. And I think you had the Mark McGuires and the Barry Bonds of the world, but it's like, yeah, they might have got those home run records and were juicing, but you still have to hit the ball. Like like batting 300. That means 3 out of 10 times you hit the ball. Batting 300 is considered godlike. So they still not only did they hit the ball, they hit the ball out the park. Like that's why there's still a level of respect. Okay, it might be tainted because Bonds and McGuire was on the juice, but there's still a level of respect there because everybody else is on steroids and they couldn't hit the ball. Now you out here areolaed up, striking out. Now, granted, the drugs didn't give these musicians, enhancement abilities, but it's like they were able to be on drugs and still be really good. And y'all thought that was a thing. Same thing. I saw Barry Bonds breaking the home run record. He was on roids. Let me get on roids. You don't even break the home run record for your team, your franchise, because you still have to hit the ball. You have Uma Musi. I do not know. For these kinds of stream, MD and Ice should trade places. Big Ice, small MD. Yeah, that's funny. MD is our Subway Surfers. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I guess I can switch the camera. Even though I'm in the dark. Oop. Oh, I can't do that like I do it on my other one because I guess I can just make mine big. Even though you can't see me. Oh, you guys, it's funny too because you guys never seen like this, like, I guess you can kind of see how my room is. I mean, it's dark, but like, um, how my room is, the other, like, this is the other side of, I gotta wake up and scoop. Yeah, scoop. Get out of here, dog. Appreciate you. Um, like this is, if y'all can't really see it, but like this is the other side. So like my PlayStation, all that stuff, and my TV is right here. It's right there. But on the other side, I got like all of the soundproof stuff. Like this whole wall, all the way to the end is soundproof padding, and then the wall is soundproof. I just gotta buy more for the bottom half. Like I started doing it. I ordered a bunch because I didn't know how many could I needed, and then like I was like, I'm gonna get my place soundproofed, and I just started doing it, and all of that is filled, and then I didn't never finish. I never, I used up all of them, and then never finished the bottom part. But I need to order some more and make this whole wall soundproof. Um, oh my gosh, so your room is in the closet with everything in orange. No, it's actually a pretty decent size, and I have a closet in this room, which is funny because I have my room, which I lay my head, and then my brother's my brother. I don't have my son's room, and then our bathrooms and stuff. But no, it's just a room with stuff in it that I had to fill. Like I got, you can't really see him, but I'll show him on my other stream when I have light. But I got all like soundproof stuff here. I got freaking like Spider Man and X Men, and the Incredible Hulk actually, like plushies in the corners of the top corner of each room has a plushie in it. I'm not each room. The top corner, the top of every corner, excuse me, has a plushie in it, so it can absorb the sound. So everything is just based on my sound. But no, but I have a lot of shit just on my table, like right in front of mine. I can probably show y'all sometime this week if I flip my camera. But like it's like a TV, and then it's like everything: my Switch, my decks, my SP, just a bunch of random stuff that when I be saying the Switch. Context new review. Ice has a comic book magic bag where he could just. All right, Scoop. See you. Thank you so much for the YouTube advice, ISP shot. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, if you got any questions, bro, just ask me. I will always share my knowledge if I have it. Um, but do something with it, man. I just don't like when people ask me stuff and then you check in with them like, "How's the YouTube going?" Oh, I haven't started yet. Why the fuck did you ask me all them questions? Why did you ask me all them questions if you wasn't gonna do nothing with the information? Cause that's you just do it, man. At the end of the day, like just start. That was my biggest thing. I was like, I'm gonna just start streaming because I've been wanting to stream for years and I never got around to it. And I'm like, bro, just do it and just see what happens. And here we are. But yes, I do have a magical bag. Um, I do have a magical bag with a bunch of stuff in it that I can just pull from, and it's endless. Um, nothing. I can never pull something that's life changing, but it is going to be relevant to whatever I'm talking about. Yeah, I had two decks when I was a kid in '05. Oh, here is the deck. Oh, you want to play on Switch? Here is the Switch. It's nothing. It's never like I remember when I had $1 million in my bag. $1 million come out. And what's funny is I find it hard to edit my vids. Oh, but I just spent 20 minutes making a meme with the video. Oh yeah, like you, if you guys saw the amount of unedited videos I had, both shorts and long form, you guys would be disgusted. And if y'all saw the dates, that's what would make y'all disgusted is the dates. When y'all see unedited videos from 2023, y'all gonna be like, you're sick. And some of that, and I think that's what's annoying about some of the stuff is like, it's so old that some of the references are so dated. Like I'm making a video about, I don't know, what's something that happened in '03. I mean not '03, 2023. What is something relevant that happened in 23? I don't know. Fucking Jujutsu Kaisen or something. If I make a Jujutsu Kaisen reference, I'll be all like, "Oh, dang, Gojo," and it's just like, bruh, we not trying to hear that. I could have thought of something better that happened in 23, but I have no idea anything of any relevance that happened in 23. But if you get my drift, if I'm making a reference to something and it's just like it's just so old that it don't. So that's why like I gotta put my videos out. So I say all that to say, Rainbow, I feel you. I feel you. You mean well. You mean so well. You get the editing app up, you start editing, and then next thing you know, you're doing silly shit. And that's the thing too, like I look at my analytics of some of my videos, and it's a video where I got all of the bells and whistles. I'm going crazy on the edits. I'm going crazy on the references. I'm just going crazy. Freaking 1 minute and 2 seconds retention, and then it's a 30-minute video, no cuts for real, no edits, just my face and me talking, and people watch it staying for 6, 7, 8 minutes. I'm like, bro, you guys are never gonna get an edit out of me again. I'm never. That's why, like, the stuff that I've been making now, it's like, what's up, y'all? Here's my duel. Go into the duel, cut in, talk about the duel a little bit, cut back out. And even with, like, my my reviews, my anime reviews, talk a little bit, cut away, talk a little bit. Like, I'm never, not never, but I'm not going into crazy edits. At least I'm not. I might pay somebody to, but I'm not going into crazy edits no more, man. It's so much work with, with, and my long form stuff with me just yapping with little to no cuts is getting more watch time. So why would I waste my time? But at the same time, Rainbow dropped that video because I'll watch it. But I make funny memes to make friends laugh instead, and that's cool too. I think that's necessary because you're cultivating your relationship with your buddies. So I think you just got to find that happy medium. I'm that person who's just out of touch. I'm gonna be honest. What do you in the sense of what, like, you out of touch? Well, not with reality, but with like culture stuff. So is that keeping you from doing something, or you're just like, what do you mean by that? Let's peel back the deeper layers of what you're saying. And what does your cereal say about you? Which is funny that I think we got here off of cereal. I don't know how somebody loving oatmeal got us here, but we here. I'm very awkward, so to speak. But there's a lane. I mean, I would say at least for the past 5 years, if not longer, awkward is in. Awkward is definitely in to the point where, like, people that are not awkward try to be awkward because being awkward is cool now. And I think that sucks for the people who are genuinely awkward. Because it's just like, dog, this is my real life and y'all trying to be that, like, antisocial social club. Like, there's a whole, not saying that the person who made that wasn't an awkward person, but like the whole, like, the stigma of not talking is now the cool thing to do. And I think that's so corny. Because there's people that genuinely have to fight for their life mentally, internally, to speak to people. And now you using that as a Instagram aesthetic, you using that as a meme. I think that's kind of whack. Because there are there's people that are really fighting to go introduce themselves at a party, and you freaking want to be Elisa Cara over here. Don't even want to be like that. That's not even you, but you just want to be here, oh, here, oh. Like, come on, come on. You can definitely crowd work out. Oh yeah, my boy, who I toured with, Tony. He closes every show asking people what their favorite cereal is, which is funny because I've never really heard nobody talk about oatmeal with him. But yeah, he closes out every show by asking the crowd what's their favorite cereal, and it works. It works every time. It works every time. It kills every time. Every city, because it's a commonality. Everybody has cereal. But the stuff that I just want to make this clear as a comedian, the stuff that I've said, I've never heard Tony say that when he talks about cereal. So um, I actually try to like you try to block that stuff out with people's. Well, just so you don't. I mean, I don't do a lot of crowd work in my stuff. So, but yeah, I've never heard like what I've said tonight. I've never heard him say. I don't think he has. But I do think that if I do talk to him about it, actually, now I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Tony. I'm like, hey man, is anybody? Because I don't remember anybody ever really saying oatmeal. I've heard somebody say cream of wheat, and he roasted that person, but I don't know if he said oatmeal. I think he just said it was like it want to be. Oh, I'm gonna ask him. That's funny. I didn't even think about that right now. Till you said that, Rainbow, that the people do use that as literally the person I tour with uses as crowd work. Imagine faking being awkward because everyone else is doing it. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to create friendships. Yeah, like I've just seen it. So many people like, oh, me at a party, and it's like some of these people, some of these content creators, I know them in real life. Like they're my real life friends, and I know they aren't awkward. But it's just like a wave, and being depressed is a wave, and not finding a real girlfriend or boyfriend is a wave. Like hopeless romantic is a wave. Like all of this stuff is. I mean, even being an anime nerd, all of this stuff is like and that's why I like not to go on a super tangent. I feel like I'm on a podcast for real. Just I picked up this mic and got a whole new level of energy. I still have laryngitis, but I'm coming back with a vengeance clearly, and that sucked. But I do kind of do feel my throat getting like, hey, wrap it up. So I'm clearly not fully back, but I will say this about the anime explosions post pandemic, which is crazy to even think that we're 5 years removed from the pandemic. That's insane to me because it felt like it was yesterday. But new anime fans, people ask me what I feel about it, and a lot of people don't like it because they feel like we've been going through so much growing up as an avid anime and Yu-Gi-Oh player, anime watcher, Yu-Gi-Oh player, Marvel DC lover from a very very young age, who never shied away from being a nerd, and took my L's growing up or whatever. I think that I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it because I'm happy with this influx of anime people just because they're helping us get a level of accessibility that we never had. Like we wasn't getting anime movies in theaters like this. Like Demon Slayer being in a three-part Demon Slayer movie being in theaters coming up, and the Mugen Train and all of this stuff, and Studio Ghibli able to put every month a different Studio Ghibli movie in the movies. My Hero able to do anime movies. All of these anime movies that's at your local AMC. I think that that's dope, and I'm happy that like we couldn't. I feel like we couldn't been able to achieve that without this. I can't think of a better word right now. Without this influx of anime fans, because they help. Like, oh, all y'all into this now? Okay, now that there's money behind it, we need to be a part of it. So I do think that I like them. I just don't want y'all to come fake the funk. Cause and the thing is, which I've seen people already do it and crash and burn, is they come over into the space, try to make content, and they burn out. Cause to your point, I think that you're talking about when I really look over home, you found out people just had a recent Trump feel about cereal. That's right. Yeah, that's so funny. Colonels who didn't like cereal and just bully him the whole night couldn't even. That's hilarious. That's a joke I used to say, not as like a real joke, but like people like, can you cook? I'm like, no, I burn cereal. I get nostalgic of all the first speech I didn't like. New anime person might be scared off and say, yeah, and gotta be like, try, yeah, and that's a great point too, because it's like the thing that these some of that got a lot of these new anime people falling off is they get on to an anime that at that time maybe got 20 to 24 episodes, and then they might make a bigger jump to something that's maybe 40, 50, and then they make a then they try then you put them on the big stuff, which is 300 plus, 150 plus, and they're like, okay, I'm out because this is too much. My only thing is I don't like when people are like, I love it when Naruto goes Super Saiyan. So you suck because you're not real. You're not really a part of the culture. But I'm definitely open, and I will greet somebody, an anime fan, with open arms if they say, "Hey, all I've seen is Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, but I want to watch more." Cool, we can have a conversation. You just opened it up. If you okay, you like those two, well watch this, well watch this, well watch this, well watch this. Like, what else do you like? What do you watch outside of anime? Oh, watch this. Okay, cool. And you should look at this. Like, oh, I like goofy stuff, but I want people to throw hands. All right, cool. Watch One Punch Man. You know what? I like people throwing hands, but I want it to be more serious. I feel like I've said this before. Watch Megalobox. So it's just like, or Baki or something like that. I can't wholeheartedly recommend Baki though. Those are the fans that I like. But I don't like the anime fans that be like, "Are you watching Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer? Do you freaking noob? Why don't you like?" This is why you don't have a girl. This is why, not that you a anime fan, because you talk to women like this and you don't take a bath. Two things that's gonna keep you single for a long time. Something about horror animes peaks me. Horror animes are great. Horror animes are great. I feel like Erased is a really good horror anime. I don't think it's a horror anime, but I don't think it's a horror anime. I'm not saying it is, but Death Note is really good. And please again, do not quote me. It's not a horror anime. I know. Tokyo Ghoul is good, great. Um, Monster is really good. Um, Hellsing Ultimate is good. Calvin, what's up, man? We talking about anime too. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a classic though. David, yeah. Kenichi, yeah. I haven't heard that in a very long time. That's a crazy pull. That's a crazy pull. That's an old school one. I always recommend 12 episodes. Yes, of course. Get them 12. Get them some erased. That's a good one to start with. That's 12 episoder. Um, Slice of Life, man. Shout out to Psyche K. Psyche K, the strongest anime main character that's not in a fighting anime. That's so funny. They put one of the strongest anime characters to ever exist. They put him in a slice of life. Shout out to Psyche K. Shout out to my neighbor Kotaro. Baby boy Kotaro. Shout out to Kotaro. Just left a 4-year-old kid by himself. Um, hey, finally someone knows it. Yeah, old school. Is the best comedy. Yeah, I love Psyche. And I just kind of stumbled upon it. But yeah, I love Psyche. It's great. I just love how strong he is. Um, Something about horror. Oh, back to the horror animes I was recommended. I mean, technically, Berserk can be a horror anime. It's dark though. It's dark, but it's good. Some of the best anime that you watch, but I warned you. It's some dark shit. I watched Corpse Party and somehow didn't get traumatized. I didn't finish Corpse Party. Corpse Party is the Is that the school one? Oh, my phone. Is that the one with they're in the school? I feel like all of the great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. That's exactly the one I was thinking of. Oh, you're sick. Um, School Live. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I recommend Charlotte. It's 12 episodes and it's classic high school kids with superpowers plot with the plot twist. Only 12 episodes. All right, I'll check that out. I watch. Oh yeah, someone didn't try school. Okay. Kill the Kill is a good one. If you like action, man, it's just call it Kill the Kill. Mildly suggestive is crazy. That is you. It is definitely more than mild. Definitely more than mildly suggestive. Kill the Kill has teenage titties in every scene almost. Yeah, being in a haunted scene is mad brutal. That's where a lot of horror animes take place in a school. A lot of them. People always recommend Boko no Pico. Is that I feel like oh, this ain't what I thought it was. Somebody told me this. Somebody said it was sucked though. Somebody said it's like one of the worst animes ever made. Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not try to do this. Let me go around this. Y'all about to get me set up. You are asking information about Boko no Pico. The series contains sexually explicit content involving minors. Providing information about this series is not possible. Hey man, AI, please don't send the boys over here. Oh yo, no. Oh no. Damn, let me get this out my search history. I don't want nobody pulling up on me behind. I go to stream later or something and I go to my computer and they say Boko no Pico. Oh hell no. Let me take this out my search history. Golly. Yeah, you got me on that one. You got me on. It's bad. I don't want to know. Yeah, it's bad. I didn't even see nothing. I just saw a little boy, and that's all I needed to see. He wasn't naked or nothing. Um, what like ain't what they flip your screen upside down? It's bad. Shit. Yeah, I'm never. No, no, no. Cause, cause what's the name of? Cause what's the name of his name? Something close to that. Ippo is named something. The other name for Ippo or another name for some anime has a similar name to it. So I thought you were just being fancy and calling it by its government name. Oh, Hajime no Ippo. That's what I thought you were talking about. And I thought you were, but you didn't use Ippo, so I thought you was, you know how it'd be like Demon Slayer, but then it got another name. Hilarious. Um, Boku no Hero. People have searched up. Oh well, I missed it. That wasn't. King and Ashura is cool. Best turn. Okay, that's different than the best. Oh damn! Let me edit this. I put 1-7. I messed up. Messed up. That's that's not the same. Not to be confused with the best tournament arc ever. The best tournament anime ever. I can't fight you on that because I can't say that I've watched a lot of tournament only anime. So you might be on to something. But Keegan Ashura, what I've seen is cool. The art style is interesting. I like it more than Baki. I know they did a crossover episodes, which I thought were pretty cool. Ice, that's in us. Its own can of worms. Yeah, I'm not anything with Boku. No, I'm not looking it up no more. Yeah, y'all, you got me, Rainbow. I thought we were better than that. I thought we were friends. Um, but that's also on me because I started looking it up and I didn't look at the chat because you were telling me not to do it. I like Ragnarok. Ragnarok is cool. Ragnarok is cool. I like how it was kind of like it was a lot of people talking. It was a lot of people talking about how the gods is gonna win. I like how they drew Ares. Ares was drawn pretty cool. He would have to stream in Discord. Would you do anime live streams? Yeah, yeah. I think that might be a Patreon exclusive. That'd definitely be a Patreon exclusive. Just doing something because I gotta get this Patreon going along with the spin the wheel stuff and some other stuff. But yeah, I would do that. And then kind of like you guys can recommend stuff and we watch it together or something and talk about it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. Aphrodite. Yeah, all of those guys are pretty. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Any other summer anime? I mean, if you count Fire Force, I know it's already been on and it didn't start in the summer. Fire Force, I'm gonna be watching that a lot. I don't know what summer anime. Let me look it up because I mean, I'm looking forward. They just dropped a new trailer for the Demon Slayer movie. That's gonna be crazy. I've been done with Demon Slayer. Like it was done. The manga was done in 2019. So I've been knowing what's going to happen. I've reread it at least 2 to 3 times. So I just put in summer anime. I want to see that. Oh, they said Dan to Dan season 2's coming back. I'm excited for that. Should have won anime of the year over Solo Leveling, in my opinion. Um, it's that one, but I think that's coming out next year. It's like I can't. It's like a darker type of anime. Oh, here you go. Got you, Akuda. Oh, it's not. It's coming out. It's coming out July 6th. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um, I thought this was coming out next year for some reason, but yeah, I definitely want to look at that. I want freaking Blood War to come back. That's what I want to come back. Um, New Panning and Stocky. What the hell? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Demon Slayer, this Gotcha Kuda one. Um, None of these other ones I really know. And then Dan to Dan, I would say the summer ones. Haiku. I want to watch Blue Lock. I want the movies. It's so good. I'm gonna watch the anime. Yeah, the movies are gonna be great. I think from the new trailer that dropped, I don't know if these are going to be the only fights because all of these fights are happening simultaneously. I'm not gonna say who's fighting who, but like Zenitsu has a big fight. Upper Moon 2 has a big fight. Akaza and somebody. Well, they showed him. Akaza and Tanjiro had a big fight, and then Upper Moon 1 is fighting. Like in the manga, all three of those fights are happening simultaneously. It's just some of those fights get over before the other ones, and then they go help out. And that's crazy because they have to fight all of those, and then they still have to go. They still have to fight Muzan, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but no, I ain't gonna say that. But just so from the trailer, it looked like the three fights that they're gonna focus on in this one is Zenitsu's fight, Doma, that's the name of the who's my favorite Upper Moon. Doma's fight with the insect pillar, and then Akaza's fight with Tanjiro. Those are the three fights that if they focus on just those three fights, that movie's gonna be insane. There's so like there's stuff that are gonna be because somebody made a good point to me the other day. They was just like, "Hey, I like Demon Slayer a lot, but as much as I like Inosuke and as much as I like Zenitsu, I don't know much about them." And I'm just like, "You wait. Oh, you wait. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn." Um, I'm still waiting on the next One Punch Man. Man, me too. It's been so long. Yeah, Cosmic Guru, cause yeah, he needs something, cause he got smoked. In that last season, I just got pushed away from Blue Lock. It was too intense. Really, a sports anime is too intense. I'm not saying that being uh, uh, condescending. I'm just shocked. I got pushed away. It didn't get intense, but that's how I like it. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Give me all the stakes. Was just soloing the whole team, which that makes sense. Kaza Fight is fire. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see it animated. Haiku taught me the game, taught you strategy, and it felt like you were going with the team. Haiku. My son loves Haiku. He loves Haiku, but he also loves Blue Lock. But he's also a barbarian, so that makes sense. Intense stuff is what he thrives in. What's your guilty pleasure anime? I mean, Psyche K, honestly. Psyche Clay is definitely my guilty pleasure anime because it just that doesn't necessarily align with all the other stuff that I watch. Um, that and Kotaro, my neighbor Kotaro, both of those are I would say would be my guilty pleasures because like I said it don't line up with my some of the other stuff that I like necessarily, but I thoroughly enjoy both of those animes. Damn. Dragon Ball? The original Dragon Ball? I can see that being a guilty pleasure. I can see that being a guilty pleasure for sure. What about y'all's? I feel so bad. Yeah, if you want to talk to me on the side about it, you definitely can. I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait till you guys, because the Wind Pillar is my favorite pillar. And everybody's like, "You like the Wind Pillar? He's an a-hole." And it's like, true, but y'all gonna see in a minute. When y'all start seeing all this Wind Pillar memorabilia start popping up, just remember I said it here first. He gonna be one of the most popular pillars. Hashira is at the end of Demon Slayer. And he gonna all his memorabilia gonna go through the roof. Um, feel bad for it's the only shonen on really? I mean you said Jujutsu Kaisen, right? That's shonen. Demon Slayer is shonen. You just mean like old school shonen. I watch a lot, but it's because my family is Mexican and Dragon Ball. I'm sure there's probably a lot of I have been I'm sure Dragon Ball is like one of those first like animes that got some type of Spanish dub. So I can understand Dragon Ball Z being popular amongst Mexicans or Latino culture, even outside of Mexico, because they probably was one of the first animes to get a Spanish dub. Will you try? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Calvin. Absolutely not. Dragon Ball Z Bridge was hilarious, funny, great times, great times for sure. The bridge is great. I fell in love with the bridge, and but then it's kind of one of those things. It's just like after you watch it, I necessarily didn't see myself going back to it, but it was like the moment I was watching it was great. Yeah, but I surprisingly know more about it than you would think. So I know a lot more about it now than I did, but my hate hasn't changed. It hasn't dwindled. Hasn't been all them. I'm sure. I never watched One Piece. Save yourself. Don't watch it. If you're gonna watch anything from the big three, watch Bleach, then Naruto. But make sure you keep that anime filler list by your side with both of those, Bleach and Naruto, because you do not want to watch none of that damn filler. I kind of view him as filler. Said no anime fan ever. Nah, I think filler is okay. Just don't be egregious. Like, but not the recap. Recap filler kind of drives me crazy. Only time that recap filler, recap filler is annoying, but I understand it when it's like it's a new season, but you binge watching it. So this ain't a new season to you. You just saw you didn't have to wait a year or two or three, however long it was. If you catching up on something and they doing a recap episode, it's like, bro, I literally just watched this. But in hindsight, they doing it. Imagine waiting a week for an episode and it's that'll piss me off. So that's the thing too, is just like if you're doing recap for stuff that's week to week, bro, that's insane. If you're doing a recap because it's a new season, then it's like, okay, you are binging this, so you didn't have to wait that long. But since you're binging it, you can just skip that episode and go to the next episode. To the next episode, hey, smoke weed every day. But a filler that I would take. Fire Force did in like the second or third episode of this new season, or the second season, where the Fire Force, the men, had to pose for the new calendar, which is like, okay, but they covering themselves up, but they chest and stuff out. And that was funny, but it was only the first half of it. I was just like, all right, bro, y'all doing this new calendar stuff, like, all right. But it was silly, and then the back half of the episode was straight business. Like, they got to business. So it's like, all right, if you're going to do something silly like that before y'all get into it, and then the rest of the season got dark, and it was just like, okay, now that new calendar filler in the beginning of this episode made sense because y'all got dark quick, and we needed that. So I agree with you. To a certain extent, some filler is all right if it's doing that. You can't tell me it should go. I think it was great. I mean, I wish we got to see more of the black hair form. I forgot what it's called. It's a funky name that I can't say. If it's a recap, the episode after should be insane. That's true. You owe me that much. Heck, one of the most memorable fights was versus Yukiora. Yeah, that was great. Yukiora was great. I actually liked Grimjaw. The fight with him and Grimjaw, I feel like that was a better fight. It was directed better, had better not better animation, but it was the fights. I just feel like it was a better fight. The Yukiora fight was dope though. Don't get me wrong. Um, what's a hot take you have about anime? Uh, Yuji shouldn't be the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuta. Yuta should be the main character. Yuta should be the main character. You guys are gonna find out why very soon. But yeah, Yuji is not a good main character. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm gonna spoil stuff if I keep talking. But that's my hot take. I got hotter takes, but that's the one that just popped into my head that Yuta should be the main character instead of because we went away to Yuta and gave Yuta a whole movie not knowing nothing about him, and we didn't care that Yuji was gone. Like nobody was just like, yeah, I miss Yuta. I mean, I miss Yuji. Everybody was like, oh, Gojo's in here? Cool. We're good then. Gojo's still in here. And he's younger. And we get to see Gato. Oh, we're fine. Because I think that's why people up on like, oh, wait. So we focusing on this kid. Who gonna be in here that we know? Okay, Panda. Okay, Maki. Okay, we like them. Oh, Gojo? Okay, cool. Nobody was like, oh, so Yuji's not in this? I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. So that's my hot take. Some filler lets you attach yourself to the characters. That's yeah. But if you gotta use filler to get your characters to build your characters up, then are you writing good? Because if I skip it, I won't know about this person. The final fight with Grimjaw was good. Yeah, it's a great fight. Great fight. I love you after the movie. He handled business. And let me tell you, that's not the last time that he gonna handle business. And I'm glad that they introduced Yuta because it made sense when he came back in anime. Yeah, he came back in anime. And he came back and was like, I'm here to kill you, Yuji. And he like, what? Like when I saw it, I was like, what? Because I read it before it came out. And I was like, if this dude is coming to kill Yuji, Yuji doesn't stand a freaking chance. If it's a hangout episode and then it's a few episodes later, those people die. That's true, but I feel like they should establish that in the main story. But also too, if you see stuff like that, kinda know that somebody gonna die. If they're like, man, I'm about to have a baby, or I'm about to retire, or brother, I love you. You're my brother, and you mean everything to me. It's like that dude's about to get up out of here. That dude is about to get up out of there. We getting backstory about this character all of a sudden. These are their last days. This might be their last episode. Um, is the hangout episode? Oh yeah, if have you tried Fair? My opinion is sort of slow, but it picks up later. I mean, people saying that's another anime that should have won Anime of the Year. I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it. so I'm gonna check it out. But people keep prefacing that with that is slow. Parents don't agree on going to parent. Oh, that'd be dope. Shout out to the voice actors, man. English voice actors, y'all need to get y'all act together, man. These Japanese voice actors are smoking us. Y'all gotta do better, man. Monster Cardo! Like, draw 'em. Monster card. It don't hit the same. Antoine, what's up, man? These Japanese voice actors are dog walking the English voice actors. Y'all gotta figure this out. Y'all gotta have something that has the same swag as Drado, Monster Cardo. Like, you gotta have something with that swag. Good morning. So what's up, Antoine? Yeah, man. I got to see Yuji's voice actor and he performed the scene. That's dope. I would love that. Soul 11 Dub is actually pretty good. It's good. I like the Korean one better though, but it's good. And I mean, a lot of that stuff is just Jin Woo talking to himself. So I think that makes it a little bit easier. He's never really doing nothing that causes like a lot of energy and emotion. It's just him going into a gate and saying something's off. It's like, bro, how many gates are you gonna go into that were supposed to be easy and end up being hard? It's like damn near every gate. Oh, just an easy mission. We're just gonna have a good time. Goes in the gate, something's off. All right, bro. You say something's off every time you in the gate now. Whoever was making these gates and ranking them needs to be fucking fired. Needs to be fired. Cause how can you mess up this many times? Soul Life is pretty good. Sub over dub. Sub over dub. I watch both the dub and sub, but sub just be hitting at your emotions. I've recently, I confess, I've been watching a lot of dub just because I want to get through some of these animes and I just be doing so much. It's great for multitasking. So I've been Dub City. Don't get me wrong. Ghost Stories Dub Legendary. Run like you're being chased by a black man. Oh man. She's both sub and dub. Sub is been seeing usually take a big. Oh whoa! I was like, where are we going with this? Big dump all over Reba was the most sad. Yeah, because he threw his freaking cars off the boat, bitch ass nigga. Like, bro, you a hoe, dog. You lucky I don't keep you lucky my girl saved you, bro. If it wasn't for my girl, you'd be fucking in the shadow realm. You'd be in Dante's Inferno inside of hell, inside of the shadow realm, inside of a genjutsu. If my girl didn't stop me. Because I was going to keep drawing this motherfucker until the clip was empty. So, yeah, that's hilarious. Full Metal Alchemist Double Fire, you can't. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. I don't even think I've heard Alchemist subbed. Yeah, I don't think I did. But yeah, the dub was great. I agree. Yeah, multitasking only. Multitasking only. Ooh, my lord. It is about to be 4 o'clock. All right, y'all. Good chatting with y'all. My voice, I can start to feel it starting to get cooked. How long have I been streaming? Stop this. Stop this. Oh, only 2.5 hours? Yeah, that ain't bad. Where are y'all at? I lost you. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Join the Discord if you haven't. I think you did, Dion. Appreciate you coming through, Calvin. As always, appreciate you, brother. I promise. In the month of July, I will get you your anime content, and I will get you, also not just you, but I know Calvin is one of the main people that's asked for. Keenan and I will make content. That's my word. You have it. Shout out Rainbow. Shout out David. Shout out Antoine. Um, I didn't even see the Night of Champions. Shout out Scoop. I know he was there a little bit earlier. Rainbow, of course, the GOAT herself. Super Dead. Appreciate you for coming through. Calvin got, I think I shouted out everybody. Dion, David. Yeah, I shouted out everybody off the top of the dome. Look at that. Look at that. But yes, let's, since I'm doing non-competitive decks now, we can definitely continue this conversation. Uh, okay, host. Yeah, all right. Thank you guys. Shout out for the greatest fucking anime podcast in the entire world. Yeah, definitely gonna bring that flavor back in some form or fashion. We got to. But yeah, peace out.